Hey guys, Angry Joe here. I just wanted to make a quick video now that Battlefield 6's beta is officially over. I'm already itching for some more. Give me some more. I have had so much fun with the beta. Now, it's not without its problems, right? For some reason, I feel like the beta 1 weekend was more fun. Beta 2 weekend felt a little weak. It's probably because of rush mode, really. But this is why I'm making this video, because I want to give EA, and kind of see what the Battlefield community feels as well, is what things Battlefield can improve on between now and its release. Now, we know the betas are basically how it's going to come out, mostly. Nothing is going to be entirely reworked. It's basically small balancing changes here and there. EA has done this 1,000 times. Oh, promise this. Oh, this is an old build. It's going to come out a lot better with like 2042. What a fucking lie. So that was a lie. But here, I do feel like they might have a little bit of room to work with. And if this is an ongoing live service, as they wish it to be, then this can filter through, for multiple fixes. But I've boiled it down to 5 annoying things that I think if you can fix, will really improve the Battlefield experience. So I guess I'll start with the smaller ones, and then we'll end with the bigger ones. So I guess let's do smaller ones. So fix the light machine guns. Now, don't get me wrong, light machine guns are great. I think the first one is pretty much a laser. They're lasers, they're almost recoilless with the second one, but they only do 25 damage. Now, you can get good with them, okay? And there are people out there that are using light machine guns that are being successful. But there's really kind of no reason to pick them because the other guns do 25 damage or more effective at certain ranges. What I'm hoping for is that they rework the suppression mechanic. The suppression mechanic feels so weak. There have been times where I'm using a light machine gun against a sniper and I'm getting multiple fucking hits on him and he still headshots me. And he's firing through like a wall of bullets, which I just don't think is realistic. There should be a little bit more screen shake or blur or something, some kind of suppression rework where maybe their cone actually gets bigger and their fire gets more spread. That could actually help with some of the sniper spam in the game and hopefully how it worked in the past. So I think a kind of a suppression mechanic rework and looking at the light machine guns. And the DMRs, again, this is something that if you're a good player, you can get over. The second DMR is much better than the first one. You can get consistent 2-shot kills with the other DMR. If you can hit in the head, then you're golden. But the first DMR just feels super, super weak. Now, these are small complaints because we have plenty of weapons. Thank God we have plenty of weapons. But I do want them to take a look at gun balance, and they've already said that they're doing that. So that's on its way. What makes me happy, though, is the amount of guns. I looked it up. We're going to have over 40 guns, and I think it's actually up to 52 guns, so this is good. Guess what, guys? 2042, that piece of shit, had 22 guns. We're getting 52 now. Oh, my God. The kind of shit that they asked us to deal with last time. Ugh. So, that's number 5, weapon balancing. Maybe do something for the suppression mechanics on light machine guns. Look at the DMRs. Otherwise, I am looking so much forward to seeing all the new weapons because we only really got a small subset of the weapons. Number 4, server browser outside of Portal. Yes, I know it's coming to Portal. They've said before they'll have a server browser for Portal, but I think it's important for people who want to get into the regular matches, the EA servers, and just because fucking EA's cheap, they don't want to fucking pay. I guess it costs them a little more for us to be able to browse the goddamn servers, keep these servers constantly up and running instead of dynamically switching and using all this technology to save money and shit. Look, this is the way it's been for years. We've had it, and they've taken that away from us. I want a server browser for the normal matches, not just Portal. But again, half measure here. That's something that it will be there for Portal. And I do think Portal is going to grow and get better this Battlefield. So a lot of those modes that we want, maybe somebody can make a 64 Rush. Rush 64. Remember those fucking days? They're chaotic. They're broken as fuck. But they're a lot more fun than my number fucking 2. Fix Rush mode. fix rush mode. Rush mode was fucking awful in beta weekend 2. It is a fucking mess, especially with this current respawn timer, which is like 7 seconds. It's basically Call of Duty. You could just, instead of getting a revive, you just respawn really quick, run to the next one. I think what's happening is the MCOMs are too close together, and because it's infantry primarily, there's no combined arms on it. The maps are small, the player counts are down. Honestly, there's no really reason to play the rush. It's too close to the breakthrough mode. In fact, I think the breakthrough mode was originally created to simulate the chaos of bigger map rush mode, right? And so breakthrough is just a better version of rush right now, and they need to fix rush mode. That's actually my number 2, but I said it as my number 3, so I swapped these. The other big point here is choose the weapon restriction system. We've got open weapons, we've got closed weapons. You got both. I just want you to fucking pick one. I guess you're trying to be everything for everyone. I think Battlefield's heart lies in the class system, knowing what weapons are available for that particular class, how you're supposed to play that, what your engagement range is, the unique gameplay of that class. You can play that for hours and hours and hours. When you get tired, boom, switch over and you have a different gameplay style. You have different access to different weapons, level to different weapons. Honestly, I really just want them to choose this open-close weapon system. And if it's open, the open style, yes, it appears more to the Call of Duty player base, but I don't know if I need more time with this, but I think they should choose one. And my preference is the closed weapon system. Tell me what you guys think. Do you want to save open weapons? Ugh, oh, man. And then finally, the fifth thing is, this is the biggest one. And this criticism we've heard a lot. And at first I tried to shrug it off, but you really should listen to it. These small maps, they're small to medium maps. Let's be fair, it's more small to medium. Here's the actual breakdown. Don't believe me? Well, okay, let's go through it. We've got Siege of Cairo, infantry, small infantry focused. Iberian Offensive, small infantry focused. Empire State, small infantry focused. Saints Quarter, small infantry focus. Manhattan Bridge, described as close quarters, no mention of jeeps or tanks, maybe helicopters, but as close quarters, I'm going to say small. We can maybe get 4 maps. Right now, it is Liberation Peak. You've all played on it. That's the sniper one where everybody's doing snipers. There's all vehicles there. I appreciate that. There's going to be Operation Firestorm for BF3. That is going to be all vehicles. That's medium to large, so that's 2. I'll count that one. Then New Sobek City. That is all-out war across construction sites and massive sand dunes. Jeeps, tanks, helicopters. No jets, though, so maybe half counting it. And then Mirak Valley, which is going to be the largest map at launch. All vehicles. So that's 4. 5 small infantry focused maps, some with 1 or 2 tanks, 1 or 2 jeeps here and there, and then 4 that are the combined arms. And some of them may only have, 3 of them only have all vehicles. The other one we don't quite know yet. So thankfully there is going to be free map updates. People have data mined the game already, and I think they've counted up to 15 maps from the 9 that we initially thought that there was. So hopefully within the next 1 or 2 months we're going to have all 15 maps. I just want to push Battlefield in the direction of these new maps coming. Please, more large, open warfare, combined arms with all vehicle maps. That's what the Battlefield players want. It may not be what the Call of Duty players want, but why are we catering to Call of Duty players? I'm just worried about all of the Call of Duty-fication of Battlefield. This kind of reduced destruction. Thank God destruction's back. It's not quite, it's better than it was in 2042. It's not quite the levels of Battlefield 4 and Levolution and shit. So there's a little bit of lack of innovation. Yes, they're returning to the roots, and that's great. It's great going back to what we wanted. But to do absolutely nothing and to Call of Duty-fy some of it into these smaller engagements has me worried. So maybe within a month or two, we'll have a ton of more maps to take care of this particular point. But these 5 things are kind of the pain points right now. But one thing I forgot to talk about is classes. How do you feel about classes? I think that the engineer class, perfect. He's got nice suite of weapons and repairing tanks and destroying tanks, anti-tank and tank support, great. I think that the medic is also good, the support class, plenty of ammunition for everybody, reviving people, defib, even the fun defib kills. But I think that assault and recon, those need help. Yeah, they need some more gear stuff. What do you think is the best class, and what do you think is the worst class? Forgot to include that. Put some discussion down below. That could be number 6 reason. Okay, there you go. But it's a good time to be a Battlefield fan. You know, I also throw out there that I miss ribbons. I wish ribbons would come back. That sense of progression felt so much more rewarding when I saw all my ribbons. And I want 5-player squads. I mean, I just, it sucks that I have to leave one buddy out. I don't know about you, but, people are like, oh, but 64 is perfectly divided into teams of 4 and this and that. So, fucking make 70 match players, 70 players, right? 35 players, you know, you could go 6 squads. In fact, you can do 100-player servers so that we can have an even amount of teams and stuff like that. That could be some of the innovation that you bring back into the game. Now, we probably don't need to go to the extreme 124, these wide open spaces and ridiculous amount of players. I would still like 124 if they design it right, but, you know, that could just be the innovation. And, yeah, so that's kind of my list of 5 ways that they can improve Battlefield 6. And every single one of these you can address. These can be fixed. These can be reworked in a relatively short amount of time. And the map problem, that's just a live service. The maps will come in. Just prioritize Battlefield players. Because if you're going after these Call of Duty players and you're tailoring to them, well, guess what? When the next Call of Duty comes out in, 5 weeks from the release of Battlefield, they're just going to go to fucking play Call of Duty. And you're going to have a huge player drop if that's who you're trying to cater to. It's better to cater to Battlefield players and build that fucking base up and make it bigger and convince people that, oh, we should be playing Battlefield instead of Call of Duty, you know? Because this is something that I get where I can't get anywhere else. So yeah, that is the top 5 things that they need to change or fix in Battlefield 6. Let me know what you think they need to change or fix in Battlefield 6, hopefully in time for launch or very, very shortly after. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.